Shakia, what happened? What happened to Ray?
Technical difficulties. We apologize.
All right.
Good afternoon.
Ray's going to have to wait.
Okay.
We have a really big show today. We have Coconut Creek officers on to discuss the events that happened earlier in the week and squash all rumors. We have our representative from Delaware Elevator Company who just took over last week. We have our new restaurateurs on, John Kontos and Thanos. And we're going to start with Geraldine, but and Shayna Finkelstein, is that it, Geraldine? So Geraldine, let's give it to you and we'll go from there.
Hey everybody, how are you today?
Hi.
So nice to see you.
Good to see you.
It looks like we're having technical difficulties on Shayna's end. She's texting me, her computer is not allowing Zoom. I'm reading this as we speak, and she might need to reschedule for next week because it's just not letting her in. I think the storm is really doing a number on everybody's Wi-Fi. So if that's okay, we will bump Shayna, and I'm sorry to do that because I asked to go first, but these things happen just when we click in. I could give you a quick rundown of what's happening in the world of CCLA and the world of CDC moratorium evictions, however. I don't know if everybody heard, but the Biden administration did extend the CDC eviction moratorium through the end of July, so another month. And by extension, probably the foreclosure forbearances as well. However, we don't have any confirmation on that yet. However, so that was the big news for us, for our clients who are facing any kind of evictions right now. I was just on a webinar from the White House evictions prevention webinar, and it was really very well done, and it gave us a lot of insight into what we can do with the funds that were given to Broward County that have not yet been utilized because of, well, not the best of planning on the part of whatever is happening in the powers that be. So hopefully we'll be able to redirect those funds and help out both landlords and tenants. Other than that, we are just preparing right now for what's going to come our way in terms of any kind of housing crisis and evictions and foreclosure tsunamis. And we're looking ahead toward hurricane season and preparing ourselves and our clients. And we're going to be there as a resource for everyone. So really, I'm disappointed for you that you won't see Shayna today. She is fabulous, but you will see her next week. So with that, I will turn it over to whoever is next, because I'm sorry that I will have to leave as well today. So I'm going to let her know that she will be available next week to all of you, and I will be here. You know, we're always here if you need us at Coast to Coast. So thanks for having me, and always good to see all of you. You all have any questions while I'm at it?
She is, okay. I think we're good. Thank you so much. And I guess we'll reschedule for next week as planned, as mentioned.
Yes, that's
okay.
What we'll, okay.
Well, then, happy 4th of July.
Yes, and to all of you as well. You know, I'm looking forward to a little time to celebrate and reflect what we've missed in the last year, what we didn't get last year, and hopefully in years to come, we'll be able to make up the time with our family and friends.
Unfortunately for you, you're not a Winmore resident, so you can't come down to the Cove to celebrate with us or the main pool.
I could be a guest.
No, you can't. Residents only.
They allow guests there, I
Residents
hear.
only. Residents only.
Oh,
Dean,
okay.
have a very nice July 4th.
You all do the same. Thank you so much. Always a pleasure seeing you.
Thank you.
Take care of yourselves. Stay well.
You too. All right, I would like to introduce our council president, Mrs. Jackie Rayleigh. Oh, I'm muted.
Okay, there you go. Thank you. I couldn't unmute for a few minutes. Well, welcome everybody. Yes, it is my pleasure to introduce our next guest, Coconut Creek's finest in blue. You all know how proud I am of our CCPD and the work they do. They are always here for us, and they will continue to be here for us and for the entire city. Unfortunately, they do have a report today that is very disturbing, but I'm so glad they're here because the rumor mill is running amok. So please, Officer Michael Zombek and Officer Tara, please clarify for us, and whatever you can tell us would be appreciated.
Hi, good afternoon. I'm Detective Conley. I'm one of the detectives here at the Coconut Creek Police Department. I am also the lead investigator, the detective on the case that occurred in Winmore. So I'm here just to obviously, dispute any rumors that are going on around the community, and also to give a brief synopsis as much as I can, and a little bit of the update on how the case is going. So to start off with, on the early morning hours of Monday, June 28th, we had it started off what we know of as a road rage incident inside Winmore, to where it escalated to where two individuals got into a physical confrontation with each other. At that point, one of the individuals that was involved in that physical confrontation in the early morning hours was found deceased. At this point, it's still under investigation if the physical confrontation that the two individuals got into caused this gentleman's death. Obviously, we still have to wait for the medical examiner's reports, autopsy, toxicology reports, which can take several weeks. To put everybody's mind at ease, this was a random incident, isolated incident. Nobody was shot with a gun. I heard that rumor going on and a few others. It did involve two people that reside in the community. That other individual that was involved was placed under arrest that morning on other charges that we could charge him with at that time. He is still in jail under a no bond, so he's not going to be able to bond out. And charges are going to be pending to, in reference to if the, incident that occurred contributed to the gentleman's death. And that's all I have so far. It's an ongoing investigation. There's still a lot of legwork to do. But as far as the residents in Winmore being safe, it's still a very safe community, very isolated incidents. And we're still working very, very hard to, bring this gentleman and their family some justice.
Tara, this is Bruce Bandler. I'd like to thank you for straightening that out for everybody. And just to let everyone know, there's going to be a blast going out to the community tonight. The gentleman that passed away was named Ricardo, known as Ricky Eisenberg, and he was well loved amongst the people that knew him. He did a lot of things for the residents. And there will be a service tomorrow at the Star of David at 2:15 in the afternoon. We will be attending, representing our community. And if anybody else would like to, they'll be getting all the information on the blast this evening.
Yeah, thank you, Bruce. Of course, our thoughts and prayers go out to family and friends. Yep.
Michael, you want to take over?
Yeah, again, good afternoon, everybody. Always good to be on the T. Again, anytime we have a serious incident, whether it's especially within our community of Winmore, we want to make sure you're getting the most accurate information you can, so we can dispel any rumors, any safety concerns. And to have Detective Conley back on the T is a pleasure. She's my old partner from the roundtable meetings. She's a good friend to Winmore, so you couldn't have a better investigator on the case. We're joined by our victim advocate, who's jumped in, like I said last week, with both feet into Winmore, getting to know the people in the community, and has been involved in this case as well. So again, we do want to make sure we're giving you the most accurate information we can. Again, an isolated incident between these two people. So again, tragic though it was, we want to still make sure you get the correct information.
Michael, do you want to make the next introduction? See Tara waving, Michael? That's a hand.
I see her.
Thank you.
I can't forget about her and our wonderful new victim advocate. Tara is coming on again. She's taking over the spotlight. And here she goes.
I just wanted to say, with that blast out to all the community in Winmore regarding the victim information, if you could please make sure you get the family's permission first to do that, because they
asked us.
Yes, we did. Mhm.
Okay, I just want to make sure, because there is something called Marcy's Law, which protects the victim's information to the public, and they did invoke that right. So I just wanted to confirm and make sure that they gave permission to use his name for that.
Mhm.
Okay. That's it.
Okay.
That's your whole report?
Actually, Tara, we reached out to the family to offer our condolences, and he actually asked if we could do that for anyone that wanted to pay their respects.
No, that's great. As long, I just want to make sure that the family gave that permission. They did.
Yes.
That's wonderful, and I like to see the community coming together like
Yes.
this. I mean, they're going to need all the support they can get.
Great. Thank you, Tara.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Tara.
Just if I could just jump in for one quick second. I know we have a full show. What Tara
Take
was
your time, Michael, because you got ripped off the last few weeks.
that's it. And I don't like to mention that I don't have a theme song yet, but we're working on that. Maybe for the 50th episode. Tara made an important point about something called Marcy's Law. That allows any victim of a crime to keep their information confidential. That's basically what the law allows you to do. So there's no retaliation or retribution. So if you are a victim of a crime, you fill out the form named after, for Marcy's Law, and your information will be kept confidential to the public. So just to clear up, in case nobody's ever heard that term before, something relatively new over the last year or so that we've been doing, or that's a law that's been enacted. So again, we want that in case you are a victim of a crime, you can maintain your confidentiality.
And Michael, not as strict as you, but there is condominium law also about giving out personal information, phone numbers, etc., ages. So we have our own set also, but yours is stricter, of course. Anything else happening this since last time we spoke to you?
Is that back to me, Bruce?
Yes, Michael.
Yeah, we did have a call for service from a resident regarding something I haven't seen before. It's called HUD.com, Housing and Urban Development. They were notified that there was extensive liens on their home, and their home was being sold on this HUD.com website. So they're not full-time residents anymore, but they are owners. So they went and checked into this, and they do not have any liens or tax assessments on their property. So again, something to look out for. If you ever hear that your home is listed on this HUD.com, please go check it out. It is legitimate. The website is legitimate, and there are properties on there that are in arrears that can be sold with these liens. So again, something to check into. Don't know if this was a scam or just the information was put there inadvertently, but again, something to look into. So something we haven't seen before. HUD.com, something I learned about today. And that's basically all the rest of my report for this.
Okay, thank you, Michael. We're going to move on to our next guest, Jakia. Just to let everybody know, this was going to be a festive July 4th show, but because of the mood in the community, and we're going to keep it down to a level here. So I know we're going to celebrate over the weekend, but right now we're not really in the mood to celebrate. So Jakia, who's our next guest?
We do have a representative from Delaware Elevator Company, Mr. Peter Kapreilian. No, I said it wrong. It's like million, but with a K, Kapreilian. Kapreilian, there you go. Good afternoon. Thank you so much for joining us. My apologies. Just welcome to the community. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Jakia, first I want to hear from Ed Moore. Make sure the guy passes the test here. Ed, tell us about Peter.
Ed, he didn't hear you.
Okay, Ed heard me. Don't worry, Peter. Go ahead, Ed.
Hey, our Delaware elevator started last Wednesday, or Tuesday at midnight. And since then, the communication level has been 100% better with Delaware than the past company. I get calls hourly, every 15 minutes, about all the elevator and the things that we got to do. And they're really doing a superb job out there. It took us a long time to get the contract ready, and they agreed to it. And so far, I'm very happy with them. And all the directors that have dealt with them are happy with what they've got done.
Okay, Peter.
Okay. I'm not quite sure where to start. I could probably tell you just a quickie on Delaware and why we're here and what we're doing and why I think that, we're a good fit for Winmore. Delaware is almost an 80-year-old company out of Maryland, 1946. And we started with the construction modernization service for the elevator industry. And we got into Florida in the 70s and 80s, but we really kind of jumped in head first and after 2000, 2005 area. And we've grown, extensively, just doing things the way they used to be done. And that's doing it, doing things monthly and servicing the account and cleaning the cars and cleaning the pits and doing the things that you see, the portions that keep the cars running, the things that are constantly breaking down are the things that we're focused on. We're familiar with the community. Our office is in Boca Raton. We have about 100 people here in Florida. We have a resident tech that's on site. We've added 1 or 2 extra people in there for the start to make sure that we're getting the things that we noticed right off the bat that were not good. The housekeeping things in your elevators were not being taken care of. The things, again, some of the things that you don't see the car top, you don't see the pit, you don't see the machine room, but those are the things that make a difference in keeping everything running as designed. People hitting doors and things like that, that's going to happen. You're going to have the callbacks. You're going to have issues that come about. But I think where we differentiate ourselves with other elevator companies is that our mechanics aren't overwhelmed with the amount of accounts that are on their route. So in your situation, you have one main person, but we have 2 or 3 other people that may or may not be on site and can be on site at any time. We have a troubleshooter at any time that can come look at a problem that no one can solve. We have adjusters. We have the ability to do repairs with separate teams that would come out, not the mechanic. So the mechanic's always available for a callback or a problem. He can always come look. He's not in the middle of a repair. We'd send a new repair team out there. If we go beyond that, we do modernization work. We have repair teams that do that work separately. So the vast amount of people, I said we have 100 people down here, and literally, I would say probably 75 or 80% of those people are all within probably 90 minutes of your property. So I don't worry about if something got overwhelmed or, God forbid we have something, bad hurricane or something comes through. I'm not going to worry about, hey, Winmore, just wait, we'll get to you when we get to you. No, I've got the people that we can send out and make sure that everyone's being attended to. Took a long time, like Bruce said, to kind of put this together and to go through the process, which is a benefit to you guys, whether you know it or not. You have a very good contract for the property. We're on the hook for an enormous amount of things, so it behooves us to do the right thing and to have the people there to take care of these smaller problems that shut cars down on a regular basis. And hopefully we see a decline in that. We've set up a web portal for people to be able to see calls or callbacks or service visits, which should take away from some of the access that people need to have on a daily basis. It'll probably help Ed a little more with so many people feeling the need to call, they might be able to just look in the portal and answer some of these questions themselves, and to resolve some things. But we're very excited to be here. Our service manager in previous years, 10, 15 years ago, has worked on that property. We know your equipment backwards and forwards. We know it. We know everything that's there. We have an enormous warehouse up here. I have an enormous amount of parts. The one good thing, which you probably do know if you're familiar with any of the elevator industry, is that one of the main suppliers for basic parts is in South Florida. They're right off of Cypress Creek Road, called C's. So things to keep you down are not are ready and at our access very easily. So with people, with parts, with resources, we've set up a shop on site, so we have parts that are there to get the things quicker. But you're always going to have, don't get me wrong, I'm not, an elevator company is an elevator company. We have service techs, we have parts. It's just whether we deliver. And to Ed's point, Bruce's point, the communication was key, and we're set up for that. I mean, I have an office staff here of plenty of people in every department. There's not one person doing 5 different things and wearing a lot of hats. You have separate people that do all the pieces to the puzzle that are needed, whether I need a permitted inspection, a repair, just to have a meeting. So I think we're off and running in a good foot. I don't think that's just by chance that I've set it up that way so we look great right off the bat. It's really, quite honestly, that's how we do it for everybody. So your community is important to us. 100 plus elevators. I do have a couple others that kind of mirror what Winmore does, not necessarily right here in South Florida, but other things that are comparable, and we know how to deal with the quantity. And the other thing that maybe, if you have been involved with this, I told the board and the people that were involved with the selection process, was one of the biggest things that I can tell you about Delaware is that we're probably there's 4 large elevator companies. We're probably the 5th or 6th, arguably, in the country as far as elevator. We're a non-union company, a merit shop, and what's important about that is that we only have one owner, so we don't have a board process of a lot of things and a lot of holes to jump through or to plug on a regular basis with people that are making decisions for him. And nor are we owned by an investment banking firm or private equity firm. Our company's not for sale. So we will sit here and do what we do, continue to grow and find ways to make it better for us and make it better for you. So someone has a question, otherwise that's kind of my spiel, and I thank you. I thank everybody in the process and for the opportunity that we have.
Okay.
Peter, they told me you could talk. You could really talk. That was good. Any questions for Peter?
Just welcome, Peter, and thank you.
Thanks, Jackie. Appreciate it.
Look forward to it.
Thank you.
I actually
Great.
have a question.
We do have a question from Mr. Stein.
Yes.
Hey, Fred.
Yes. Hi, Peter. How are you?
Good.
We met once before. I was on the
Yeah.
elevator advisory team, and it's really important to have confidence in the company that's doing our elevators, and so we're really glad that your company is on board. Ironically, we may be the first association that's going to need intensive services, as you probably know about one of our elevators. It's ironic, but it's also a good feeling to know that what you're telling us as representative of that association of the 3 buildings, that what you're telling us is what needs to be done, and you're not trying to cut corners, and you're telling us the good news and the bad news, the factual news, and we just look forward to working with you. And I think I speak this way, and when I speak this way, I really represent a lot of associations that really want to have safe elevators and reliable elevators.
Mm-hmm.
So welcome aboard.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, in light of recent news of buildings and problems, which we all know about at this point, and outside of that, those aren't things that are going to find their way into your community, nor would they. But one of the it's paramount that for us as a larger elevator company these days, is that safety and training is something that we don't stop doing. And that is for the sole purpose of being able to deliver to the client, in your case, in all of Winmore, is that you're aware of what is being done and what needs to be done. It doesn't always mean that you have to do it, but it's our, through our due diligence, and it's our responsibility to make sure that you know that these things are there, that have to be done. Like the most recent code changes the door lock monitoring that has to be done by the end of 2023. That puts people in a position that, do we need to spend the money to do that for every elevator, or do we want to upgrade the elevator? So those are the things that, those are things that I've been working with Ed on previously, or moving forward, however that presents itself. But those are, we're not having one owner. And this is another thing that's good is that I'm not under the gun to, of course we want to make money. We're in business to make money, but I'm not under the gun. I don't have to make a certain percentage. I don't have to do all the things that most companies are under the gun to do. If we happen to lose on one job and make on another, and lose on another and make on two more, I'm not getting fired tomorrow for something like that. We're here to grow business, to provide a service, and hopefully we do that profitably. That's really what it boils down to. And we'll continue to grow, and hopefully you guys will grow with us. So know that when you see anything come from us, I will guarantee you that it is a need, a safety concern, or something that we would suggest. We would never tell you you need to do it, and you find out later that you didn't need to, or there was a better way to do it. So if there is, Ed, Bruce, everybody has my access, my email. You can get to me anytime. We'll solve it.
Okay. I do have three other hands raised.
Sure.
First up, Miss Judy Palmer.
Yes, I just wanted to thank your workers that were here in Cayman yesterday working on our elevator. I was concerned about getting up and down with my electric scooter, and he was kind enough to ride in the elevator with me up and down so that I didn't have to worry about getting stuck.
Great.
And I appreciated it very much.
Good. I'll tell
I
him.
think we'll keep this company, Ed. Good, Peter.
Okay. Miss Ronnie Sidney, did you have a question? Oh, I lost you. Okay, Miss Kim Lycan. Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you, Kia?
Good. Long time no see.
Long time no see is right. Nice to meet you, Peter.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Thank you for your good intro. I just had a quick question. We've had quite a lot of activity as far as construction in many different units. I live at 3502 Bimini. Is your company also in charge of the interior walls and floors and baseboards, or are you just mechanical and structural?
Oh, good question. I probably should have said that originally. We have, I've got about a 40,000 square foot facility up in Riviera Beach, West Palm Beach, that only does cabs, cab doors, cab interiors, it's a separate company. It's not called Delaware Elevator. But we own them, and that's what I pull from. So if someone came to me and said, we want to do, a repair, a modernization, maybe just a cab interior, I would bring someone from that entity in, and they would do it all, be built right here, and take care of it from local.
Okay, and Bruce, is that then something that if we as residents would need to get bids on, or since we have this contract with Peter's company, would this go through that automatically?
The best thing for you is to get a bid from Peter's company, because he is on property. It might make more sense, but you should also get 2 more bids from other companies just to make sure.
Thank you
Did I
very
say
much.
that right, Ed?
Yes, we always get 3 bids on just about everything we do now.
Yeah, that we can.
But we still
Some are
want
not
to,
available.
I still recommend Delaware to do the work because they are our on-site people.
You just get to their point. I don't use that as leverage for myself, thinking that, okay, I can charge you more because I think you're going to use me. The idea there is, just so you know, is that we're always competitive. If for some reason, something, people in our industry, like many other industries, they'll when you go to another vendor, they'll just throw a low number out there to try to either hurt us or think that they're going to get your long-term business in the service. That's the game that everyone plays. But what we try to do there is when it comes to the cab interiors or any type of repair, I'm always open to, legitimate. If Ed came to me and said, hey, you guys are at this number and they're willing to do it for, $1,000 less. If I can do it there, I'll do it there for you. I mean, I'm not here to, like I said, I'm not here to kill you guys. I'm here to be a partner in some way and try to get you to a better spot.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Miss Ronnie Sidney, did you have a question?
First of all, thank you for being on this meeting. I don't know how to reach you directly. If you could tell me that we have a problem in our building, the elevator keeps getting stuck. I think we've analyzed it. We need a new button on the first floor because it keeps getting stuck, keeping the doors open. I was told, I haven't been able to reach you directly. Somebody reached you, and I've been told that you need to order a new part for us.
Okay.
It's Portofino 3002.
Ronnie, that has to come through the maintenance office.
I did call maintenance.
Okay, I didn't hear about it yet. When did you call them? I'll check into you.
I called them a couple of days ago and security called them.
All right.
But the elevator gets stuck maybe 6-7 times a day.
Okay. I'll look
at that. It's sometimes the buttons. It's probably a good point. If this happens to be the case, if it's a stuck button, a lot of times people use, I'm not saying you do, cleaning products that if they go around and wipe off the button in the car or the button in the hallway, those cleaning products build up over time along with salt air, and those buttons like to stick. So, at some point, yeah, some of them, they need to be replaced. It's not like, I'm assuming that building has older components and, it's not like they're obsolete. So I'm sure we can access it. I'm not familiar with it yet, but between Ed and I, we'll figure it out and get it done.
I'd like if somebody could get back to me and let me know how long it's going to take to fix it.
Sure.
That would be helpful for the people in the building to know.
We'll do that.
Thank you very much. And how do I reach you?
Everybody goes, that's up to Ed and Bruce. If they want to send out how they have our access, but our 800 number, we have everybody that goes. Everything should be funneled through the
work order system, Peter.
Yeah.
That's a work order system.
Okay.
Everybody has a record.
Through the director.
I did that as president.
All right, Ronnie, we could talk to Ed later on that. Okay?
Done. I'm done.
Okay. Any other questions for Peter?
Thank you so much, Mr. Peter, for joining us. And I'm pretty
Thank
sure
you,
we'll
Peter.
see
Good to see
you around
you.
campus.
Thanks,
But
everybody. I
elevator-
appreciate it.
As far as the company goes, the less we see you, the better, right? That means everything's good.
That's the idea. Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
Well, again, thank you so much and for your time and your patience and working with
No
us.
problem. My pleasure.
Okay, before we
Take
get to
care.
our next guest, we have just some good and welfare stuff we have to talk about here. First of all, I'm really embarrassed to say that we have people on social media that live in this community that are blaming security for that event that you just heard from Detective Conway about this road rage at 12:30 on Sunday night. They're blaming security for this. I hope you guys aren't encouraging these social media people from this situation. It's terrible. Second, we are doing our 40-year plan now. We've discussed this on the management committee. About half of our buildings have been done. We are on schedule. There was a glitch between Martinique and Victoria. The local officials told us just go ahead and schedule it anyway. Buildings are fine, and they are the next ones up, Martinique and Victoria. And the third thing is, this morning, Jackie and I, we gave up our lunch because we were supposed to meet with the brother of Ricky.
The victim,
Eisenberg, the brother-in-law, was he?
the victim, yeah.
Yeah. And Jackie, he requested from us to send out this information, right?
He did. He requested if we could inform our residents of the information for the service. And he had given me the information. We went over it several times, and I understand now after speaking to Tara that yes, they are grief stricken. Yes, there was a misunderstanding. And unfortunately, the rest of the family does not want the information out. So it was mixed signals, and so please respect the family's wishes at this time. The name of Ricky was posted on Facebook. There is a misconception out there that this Winmore Facebook page is sanctioned by Winmore Council. It is not. This is an independent, individual Facebook account that everybody goes on. Winmore Council does not have any jurisdiction over or control over this Facebook account. Unfortunately, the name of Winmore does not belong to Winmore Council. It is not copyrighted. We have tried to obtain the rights, the exclusive rights for the name of Winmore. Unfortunately, we can't. So therefore, is a lot of confusion out there, a lot of mix-ups that we sanction this Facebook account. It's actually the opposite because we find it offensive, for lack of a better word, many times, speaking against Winmore, speaking against its employees, speaking against anything to do, about anything. If there's nothing, it's because we made the sun rise too early or we made it sunset too late. So just know this does not come from council or from the management team. We have no control. They posted about the victim, the name, and early on where we had no control over it. So our thoughts and prayers go with the family. We hope that everyone respects their wishes. It was the farthest thing from our minds to not protect them or do the right thing for them. And also, I'd like you to know about security. Security is not the right term for our gate access staff. They have a multitude of duties. They are not allowed, one of the things that they are not allowed to do, and that's just, it pertains to teachers, it pertains to a lot of different citizens. They are not allowed to touch you, all right? If you fall and you call security, they are not coming to help you get up off that floor. They are not allowed to touch you. That's why we have to call our EMS or CCPD. They will come, they will assist you. Our security department, and I use that loosely, it's gate access employees. They are there to help you, but they cannot touch you. I know there's a lot of vicious comments going on Facebook about them and about this incident. They could not break up that fight. The minute they saw something happen, they called CCPD to come in and intervene. The minute they saw it happening. Because of them, because of the records, because of the license plate readers, they were able to get the person that was doing the hitting in a timely basis and arrest them and put them if you want to call it custody. Mike, I don't know if that's the right word at this time, but they are detaining him until further investigation. So please, guys, you know what? We're all trying to do the right thing. We are a community, we are a family. And again, I have to tell you, this nonsense, this crap that's on Facebook page only hurts the community. It only hurts us. So please think before you write. Thank you.
Thank you, Jackie. Well said. Jakia has somebody that wants to come on and support us here. Jakia?
Yes, Batia has been a longtime resident. She did put some items in the chat that I'm pretty sure you want to mention now. If you could unmute.
I
Thank you.
just want to say I'm on the Winmore Facebook page, the unofficial one, regularly during the day. And yes, there are a few people who got on the page and said, oh my God, why didn't security do this? And it's dangerous and this and that. And the rest of us, the larger percentage of residents on that page said, no, this is not security's job. Security does a great job here. This is one incident in 20 years. And yes, it's horrible. And gave condolences to the family, and we're very respectful. So please don't, it's like you're attacking most of the residents on that page. And that's not fair, because most of us stand up for Winmore. And most of us appreciate what you all are doing, whether it's security or maintenance or the council. Most of us stand up to that on that page. So please, have some respect for the rest of us that get on there and say, no, you can't be saying these things, because we do.
Thank
And
you, yes.
I just really, I feel like when you're saying these things about that page that you're trying to shut us all down from saying things. And no, we support you also. And we do have the right to complain when we need to. So please.
No, and if everyone took offense to that, I'm sorry. I did not mean to bundle everyone. There are a lot of residents that come to the defense of Winmore. Yes, you guys are not, and we're very thankful for that. And you guys are not the ones that we're addressing. Those that they know who we're addressing when we talk about comments that are being made or emails that are being sent. No, I am very appreciative. We all are very appreciative of everyone that does stand up for us. And we're very grateful, because we do not get involved. We do not go on. I actually don't even go on Facebook. It's just from what I hear from the reports we get. But I do hear the good stuff as well. And I know the majority are very supportive.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. There you
We
go.
have some we have some good news, right, Jakia?
Yes.
Who's our next guest? Very famous person here.
We do. Mr. Kontos, John Kontos, who will be opening up our new restaurant named Café on the Green in the coming, I'll say days, weeks. He's just going to introduce himself to the community and tell us a little bit about you and your partner.
First of all, I want to say welcome, John. We've known each other for years. Your reputation is out there. It's a wonderful reputation. Most people know of you. So why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Thank you. First of all, let me thank you for welcoming me back to the Winmore community. Really excited to come back. Love the new facility, the way it was redesigned and redecorated. It's beautiful. We want to make a place that's you're going to be proud to come into with your friends, meet, greet, eat some good food, and really enjoy yourselves. We're starting off. We're trying to get open by next Monday. I'm rushing. I'm trying to get it done. I have people at the store as we speak. My partner Thanos, who will be the gentleman actually being there during the day, is over there right now putting in the coffee machines, and the soda machines are going in so that we can get going I've even ordered some food already, and we're going to be hosting your barbecue. I guess the Cove type barbecue on the 4th of July. So we'll get to meet you there a little bit. The menus are being made as we speak. You're going to be pleasantly surprised. We're going to start off opening for breakfast and lunch from 7 to 3. We're going to have a couple of dinner days. I will get more into detail into the dinner days as time goes on, but for breakfast and lunch, we're going to have fantastic specials. It's going to start off a breakfast that's going to go from 7 a.m. till noon, $4.99, including eggs and home fries or hash browns and bagel and coffee. All our specials are going to include a beverage. We're going to try and make it as affordable and as comfortable as possible. The board has made it very easy for us to do that, so we can really help everybody enjoy their cafe. For those of you who don't know me, I'm in the business for 40 years here in South Florida. I've owned various restaurants in the area. Margate, Coral Springs. I currently have a restaurant in Coral Springs. Not that I'm trying to plug my other restaurant, but I own a Greek restaurant in Coral Springs that's doing very well. And really looking forward to to helping you guys out. So look forward to opening. Hopefully it'll be next week. I don't know exactly what day. I'm just waiting on certain components that are just taking a little bit of time to come in. As soon as they get there, we'll tell you the opening date. So if you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer.
So we'll see you on the 4th.
The 4th for sure.
We can come up and we can come and talk to you directly. And
absolutely, any questions that they may have, please feel free.
I have one real big question. I have one really important question.
Okay, go.
You're gonna have rice pudding?
Of course.
Oh, good. Okay.
What Greek doesn't make rice pudding?
Okay, that's right. Okay, good. All right, Judy
You gotta ask
Palmer.
about coffee.
Okay, you want to take questions? I see Judy Palmer has one.
Yeah,
Okay.
hold on, Miss Palmer. Let me grab Miss Kim Lycan. She did have her hand raised. Was it in regards to Mr. Kontos?
No, it was not. If I wanted to go back a step. So go ahead and finish up with Mr. Kontos.
Okay, thank you. Miss Palmer?
Yes, I have two questions. Will you be taking reservations?
I guess for the dinner, when we actually open it for dinner, we will be taking reservations. That would probably
But
be a good idea.
not for lunch.
I don't think it's going to be necessary. I hope it's necessary, and if it is, then we will address that. We will address that.
Okay,
Absolutely.
and will you have a menu available online when your menu is complete?
Absolutely.
Thank you very much. We're looking forward with great anticipation.
You
Thank you.
haven't eaten in 18 months, John.
Yeah, I know. It's
We're
terrible.
starving here.
You look like it, Bruce.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, right. Thank you, though. Anything else for John?
How are you? It's
It's
Jackie.
Jackie, John.
Hi, Jack. How are you?
Doing?
Nice to
Good.
see you.
Like we said, we're all anxious and the hype is out there. So
We're
can't wait
getting
till
there.
you get here.
We're getting there.
Good,
We were there all day yesterday. Thanos is there as we speak. I'm actually in a meeting in Fort Lauderdale, but I'll be there for the rest of the week, really trying to get this thing going. So,
Terrific.
yep.
All right. Thanks.
Any other questions?
Let me take I think we're all set for
Terrific.
the restaurant portion. Thank you so much, and I
I
will
want
be
to
seeing
thank, and I want
you
to thank
during the
all you guys,
week.
Bruce and Jackie and Kia and Lynn O'Donnell. Shout out to her for all your help in getting this going here. Appreciate it.
Thank you. And I'll see you soon.
Yep. Take care.
All right, Miss Kim.
I had one quick question for Bruce about your mention of the 40-year inspections. You said half the buildings were done. And I wondered if you could tell us when when it would be completed, all of Winmore would be completed, and if you could, which buildings had been done, just an end date so we know.
That's a good question, Kim, and I can't give you a direct answer, but I'll tell you is we've been noticed by the city through the county of when we're supposed to do it. They give us a window. So I'm just gonna, if you could imagine Winmore going counterclockwise, the Bahamas, the Nassaus, we're into Lucaya 1 now, the Antiguas. There was a missing of some of the Victorias and the Martiniques, which if you saw the Tuesday Management Committee, Mr. Boone said to us, Jack Boone, is we'll give you the forms, you fill them out and do it. So we got our engineer ready to go. Where do you live?
3502 Bimini.
You're going to be later. You're not 40 years for a while. You're still young. Okay, but when you turn 40, we'll get the notice, and then we have a certain amount of time to do it. But we've been doing this now since 2006. This is something not new. But that's when the Bahamas first started and the Nassau. So we're doing good. This whole thing with Surfside, which is so unfortunate, just brought to light that I guess people didn't know we have been doing it, but we have been doing it. The buildings are getting good reports. The engineers do give recommendations for things that should be done, and they are followed. So we're very happy the way it's going, and I'm glad this brought light to it. But in the future, we see that there's going to be changes in laws as far as buildings go, and everything's going to be much more stricter, and it's really a good thing. As life moves on, things become more stricter because people are more observant of these things.
Okay, so our building was built in 1984, so we've got a few years until our 40 thing.
Right.
Will that happen? Will our inspection happen before that, or just?
No, we get noticed by the city through the county. So when your CO date comes up, we'll get a notice. Now it's your turn. You got to get it done now within a certain period of time.
Thank you very much.
Well, thank you for asking, because again, through the tragedy that's going on there, it brings out what we do here. And, we wish them the best. It's so sad.
Very sad. Bruce?
Yes, ma'am.
The 40-year inspections came into effect in 2006.
No, 16, I spoke wrong. 16.
Through the years, we have been, as soon as our buildings hit 40, it seems that Victoria and Martinique's buildings, for some reason, they left out a section. The numbers were convoluted in some way. And that's why they didn't show up when the other Victorias and Martiniques were inspected. So now we will go back and once those forms are filled out, have the engineer come in and do the inspections.
And Jackie, just for the record, it's 2016. I was 10 years ahead of myself.
You were, 2006 is when they initiated the 4-year inspection for every building, the county.
All right, our first one was done in 16.
The county instituted it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Right, we have one final question. She's been patiently waiting, Miss Marcella Stock.
Marcella's a member of the Budget and Finance Committee. Where is she?
If you could unmute. I'm not sure, I guess.
Marcella's eating into Neil Diamond's time here.
Okay, well, everyone, we wish you a happy 4th. For those of you that we see on Sunday, you do have 2 options to join us. You can come to the Cove from 12 to 3. Food will be provided by Café on the Green, live entertainment by DJ King Arthur, or hang out poolside. The DJ will be John Brown. We will see you Sunday and enjoy the rest of your week. Stay safe.
If tomorrow all the things were gone, I'd work for all my life, and I had to start again with just my children and my wife. I thank my lucky stars to be living here today, where the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. To be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. From the lakes of Minnesota to the hills of Tennessee, across the plains of Texas, oh, from sea to shining sea. From Detroit down to Houston, New York to LA, where there's pride in every American heart, and it's time we stand and say, oh, and I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free, and I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me, and I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. God bless this country, and I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free, and I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me, and I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless, please bless the USA.
See everybody on Sunday. Have a wonderful 4th. See you next week. God bless.